Welcome back to my channel, Reading with Kim. Let me have my light here. I am having one of my favorite teas, the chai latte, so good. And today I am really excited because I'm going to talk about a book that is one of my favorite books, but at the same time, one of the most scariest book and traumatized book that I ever read. And I am talking about Misery from Stephen King. Story starts from this writer that he is really famous, and one day he got an accident. He got in a car accident, and one of his most dedicated fans, Annie, found him and decided to help him, taking him to her place to take care of him. And that's where all the nightmare story starts, because this woman is a psychopath. And when I'm talking about psychopath, I really mean it. She wants him to write the second book of the story that he already finished. And he is really humiliating him, controlling him in the most way that we cannot imagine. Like, this woman, when I was reading the book, I was like, this is insane. Like, even to do pee, she was with a knife, like pushing him to write the story. And we didn't know when she's gonna react crazy, when she's gonna be okay. And he is completely like raped by her, and people is trying to find him, police, everything. Does how the story develops, it's just insane. That is one of my, I guess, favorite scenes, when he's trying to escape and he has a knife and he has everything to escape, and then Annie appears from nowhere with a knife to cut his legs. And I am not gonna spoil what happened, how's the end. It's just crazy. The end, I think, is perfect, is how the horror books tend to end. And I was extremely impressed about this character, Annie, especially one, because it's a woman. So in many of the horror books, it's usually a man, right, or a ghost. But this psychopath woman really play a role here, like really insane. I was completely like shaking. I was like traumatized for a long time. I think this is the most scariest book that I ever read from Stephen King. And after this book, it literally took me like maybe like 6 months to be able to read another book from Stephen King. And he is one of my favorite authors. I really recommend this book if you are in a mood to don't sleep, to have the most like crazy nightmares. And also the movie is up. So, but the book is always the best. The story, how the dialogues are, how she really controls him on every single aspect of his life is insane. Like, he has no decision power at all about his life. And it's like I was thinking about this bird that is in this like jail, and he's trying to escape, right? And it's like the mouse, like, no, you're not gonna leave me. And she's really psychopath. And the way that Stephen King describes Annie's personality and why she's the way she's, why is behind the story of Annie, is completely insane. Something that I really enjoy about this book, it was the story of Annie, like why she was the way she is, what happened in her childhood, why is those like crazy thoughts. And the funny thing is, oh, it's not funny, but the interesting thing about this book is she is not a monster. Like, usually it's a monster. Like, she is crazy. And the fact that we don't know how she's gonna react, I was literally, you man have to escape. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but you have to escape from her. And I really recommend this book. It is a 5 stars. If you love horror, if you love blood, if you love like psychological blood, this is the one that is gonna get you crazy. teas, I really recommend you use to have the chai tea. The chai tea has like, yeah, it has a lot of caffeine, but it's also sweet and it gives you energy for entire day. So today I'm in a mood for like energy, so that's why I decided to have my chai tea, and I love it with a little bit of milk and cinnamon. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching my video. Let me know if you ever read the book, or what is your favorite book from Stephen King, because I'm so fan of Stephen King. And it's time to go, but I'm gonna see you next week with a new horror book. Bye.